everybody, it's Dean, and we're here for another progressive rock lesson. Today it is another Rush song, another classic Rush song going way back to the 70s. Beneath, Between, and Behind. I hope I didn't get that wrong. I think it's not behind, beneath, between, is it? So here we go. I'm going to show you, I'm going to break down the chords. The main riff here at the beginning is like this. So this is like a 7th chord here, which is a 7th, right? And so let's look at the fingering, because that's pretty important. You want to have you're sort of like your root, you know, like your tree trunk kind of finger here for this thing, because this is not going to really change much. This is your main thing. Other parts are going to change, but this 3rd finger here is an important part. You gotta go. So that's the sort of the bottom part of the chord. Is 2nd fret, 4th and 5th. And of course here you're just going on your D string. You're open to 2nd fret, which always makes me think of Jimi Hendrix when I hear that kind of riff, because I'm pretty sure he was he did a lot of that. So you just do that and then hit the E bottom note and go, and you hit your E major chord. So again, back to here. So now we want to fill it all out. We got to go so if this finger here wasn't here, you'll see it's basically let's see. Now, I suppose as well, it's individual too. You may want to find a different style of doing this, but this is the way I do it anyways. I like to show just what I do. So basically, it's like, you know, if that was an E minor, it's just these 2 notes here. And you'll notice too, when he starts off, he goes. So you can really shake your neck a little bit, or if you want to use your vibrato bar, which is a little more exaggerated than what he does. I think he just kind of goes like this. Sort of shakes the whole neck a bit. You might want to just practice that a little. I mean, we're used to going with a single note, but doing it with 2 is a little more complex. Feels a little weird on your muscles. So that's sort of the breaking down the first section there, the intro. And I'll flash you the chords up. So basically, just if you're going to play it all as a scale, it's like this. It's like. Right? So pretty straightforward. And then So it's kind of random. You kind of go, it's just really fast, that's all. Just flip between those two. Now, the next section, which is just a matter of playing chords really fast. If you're used to playing these chords really fast together, it'll be no problem for you. If it's kind of new to you, you might have to take some practice. So you're just going to be going back and forth between these two chords a lot. And you throw in an A in between. So you're going like this. And if you notice on the right hand, I'm not letting it ring, I'm not just going. Although there is a part in the song where he does let it out ring, which you can do, but for the beginning parts he's going. Like that. So it's just a matter of practicing, going back and forth. And then there's this little cool part, which is, again, actually it's pretty straightforward. It's the best things are the simple things sometimes, aren't they? So we got C, B, A, G, F sharp. In other words, 3, 2, open on the 5th string, and 3, 2, open on the E string. So basically. So for your right hand, you're kind of going down, up, down, up, down, up. And it's a triplet. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you can go down, up, down, up, down, up. So it's alternating that way. More or less like that. And then it goes back to this section again. Oops, pick up. And then it goes through that whole cycle again, and then back to this section again as well. So that's the variation there. It's just the first part we did already. But then you go back to the G, and then the A, G, F sharp. In other words, it goes and this is going to lead into the next sort of the riff section there. So let's just make sure we got that. It's and then you double pick it though. Now here's the fun part. I gotta admit, this is just plain fun. And so on. So let's learn that pattern. Once you learn the simple pattern, it's a matter of just transferring it all over the place. The pattern is basically here. It'll start with the C, okay? So C, E, F, G, A, B flat. What is that? C? C. Yeah. So, you know, it's in block kind of patterns. You got that note there, 1, 2, and a gap, 1, 2, and a gap. So. So that's, you know, triplets again. You're going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Except you're double picking it. Or triple picking it, I guess. So you're just going to have your root note, so basically your C here. And then you move up from the C to the D here on the 5th string. Same pattern again, you're just transferring the pattern around. Again, so you're starting on a C, up to the D. Now you're going to the F, you're going, and it's the same pattern, except you're going to be on open string. So that's your 5th string open. 1st fret, 3rd fret, and then the D, E flat, F. Same pattern. So what do we got so far? We're on the C here. Now we're going to go up from the F to the G. And I'll tell you ahead of time too, basically when you finish this section, you move up to here. But first we'll go through the cycle. That's the last note you're going to hit, not last note, but the last section. So let's start again from the top there. We got. And then it goes back to this. Back to that section. So, the other section we have to learn is basically it's like an A. And you're bending up from the G to the A note. Like that. So you just an A chord. So 1, 2, 3. That's in slow motion. So it's then it's a D and an E. And then you're back to this section again. So that's the only variation at the end there. Instead of going, you're not going down, you're going to go. And then. So again, in slow motion. Oh, Oh, so did I show you? Yeah, I showed you something different, I think. I learned it like this. But actually he plays, instead of down here D and E, he's going D and E up here in the 5th and 7th fret. Bar chords. So I think I've covered it all, you know, your intro. So you could just go, but I think it kind of goes a couple times, sort of. But you could just go. So now I'm going to teach you the solo, which goes like this. I'm just joking. There is no solo, of course. The only solo is kind of that. That's kind of a solo. So that's it. That covers that tune. And it's a pretty straightforward Rush song to learn. So, see you all later. Thanks for tuning in for this lesson. Make sure you leave a... Be nice to the thumb. Click the thumb. Don't smash it. Just click the thumb and subscribe if you haven't, because there's going to be lots more progressive rock lessons. If you're a progressive rock guitarist and you love progressive rock, I do a lot of the classic 70s stuff, and I've been going to be moving into all the modern stuff because I've actually just learned about all this new stuff. So I'm going to figure it out and teach that stuff too. So stay tuned for all of that. Signing off, it's Dean Wolfe. Talk to you all later. Bye.